Hey folks, it's Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my top 5 tweets of the week review, January the 3rd, 2010. The top tweet of this week was, "Life is a gift." And think about it, you have done absolutely nothing to bring yourself into existence. So everything that you experience in this life, regardless if it's pleasure or pain, is basically 100% a gift. Like I said, you've done nothing to bring yourself into existence. So that brings up my second point. Therefore, you have no right to complain about anything. So it doesn't matter if you was born quadriplegic, paralyzed. Like I said, it's still a gift. You didn't even deserve that life. So anything you have is basically it's a bonus. It's like going into a casino and they give you $100,000 to play all you want, and then you lose it all. It's like, well, it was my money anyway. So really, you're just renting this body and this time and space. So, and I think a lot of times we get in trouble with this because our society teaches us to have a sense of entitlement, which you really ain't entitled to nothing. So anyway, I thought that was sort of interesting. It sort of puts a different perspective on life. It seems like in America we don't really have that perspective. It's like we expect everything, to be given to us. Oh, I have a right today. You don't have a right really to any. Like I've said before, you have a right to whatever you can defend, and that's real. That's where it really is. Okay. Second top tweet of the week: a man who conquers his desire for women is as satisfied as a man who can have any woman. So think about what you're really wanting in a relationship. You're wanting satisfaction. And so what are you wanting to be satisfied from? You're wanting to be satisfied from your desires. So you got two options. You can go this way and try to satisfy your desire and try to have every woman that you want, which you'll come up short. But on this hand, if you get rid of all your desires, conquer your desire, you will be as satisfied as a man who can have any woman he wants, anytime he wants, anything from a woman he wants. So this one's impossible to get any woman to do what you want all the time. And this way, it's possible, but it's hard, but it's doable. So that's why, like a lot of enlightened guys, they don't have women around. It's like, I don't need them. I'm satisfied. Now, don't get me wrong, there may be other reasons to have a woman in your life, but as far as just desire goes, a man who conquers his desire for women is as satisfied as a man who can have any woman. Which is sort of the same philosophy. It's more general, though. A man who conquers his desire is as satisfied as a man who can have anything. So on one hand, let's say you want to be Alexander the Great and have everything and all the glory, everything, blah, blah, kingdoms and this and that. And on the other hand, which he's still going to have something he didn't want, he couldn't get, you know what I mean? He still wanted to conquer even more, even though he had conquered more than probably anybody at that time. He still wanted more and was still desiring and going after new things. So he couldn't really satisfy all his desires. But on the other hand, you take the guys like the Buddha and whatnot, Lao Tzu, they actually conquered their desire as much as they could, and they actually had more than Alexander the Great, because this way is doable. This way is undoable, and that's economics 101. Human wants are insatiable, so if you get more, you're just going to want more. We all, you've seen it in kids too. The more kids get, the more they want, and it snowballs. So the sooner you put the brakes on desire, the better off you are. Okay. Tweet number 3, avoid gluttony. And it's obvious in America, basically most people are gluttons. That's why we keep getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter. So the whole tweet is, avoid gluttony and anorexia. So there's always two extremes. This way, eating too much all the time, pleasurable foods. And on this side, you got anorexia. You're eating nothing, basically. You're just starving for whatever reason. Control this or that, whatever. And so basically, this is what I know about food. Basically, you want to replace pleasurable foods with plain, simple foods. That's just a mushroom or plain yogurt. Not no fruit in or anything. Just plain, simple. So notice what I said. You want to replace your pleasurable foods with bland foods. Notice what I didn't say. I didn't say replace your pleasurable foods with no food. You get what I'm saying? So avoid starvation and avoid gluttony. So I'll have more to say about this as this year goes by, because I can feel I'm on the verge of conquering food. And it won't be too much longer. But I'm telling you, food is a beast. And be careful if you're going to try to change your diet. You want to do small changes. And you want to, like I said, you just want to replace pleasurable food with bland foods. It's like walking out in the wilderness, you know. If you're unprepared, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. And so food training can get you in a lot of trouble if you're not prepared properly and well educated. Okay. Tweet number 4, peace leads to more peace. Confusion leads to more confusion. Your choices pick your path. So if you choose things that are making you stimulated, you're probably going to be leading to more confusion, more stimulation, more anxieties and stuff of that nature. But if you choose things that lead to peace, it seems to constantly just lead to more peace. You know, it's sort of like once a drug addict gets started on that downward spiral, I mean, it just quickly goes out of control. And once you choose the upward spiral, it seems to be whichever path you're on, life sort of just supports you getting there quicker. So, I mean, I would obviously tell you to choose peace, but you know, your life, you do whatever you want with it. No, tweet number 5, no humility before you know greatness. And because if you don't, you're going to be taught humility at greatness. So, and really the funny thing is, people seek greatness and they don't realize the seeking of it actually makes it harder for you. Where if you just were humble, the great people are humble. So if you humble yourself, you're probably more likely to reach greatness. So it's sort of ironic what people do. People typically do about the exact opposite of what they should do. Okay. I think that's all I really want to say. If you want to watch all my tweets, this is, like I said, this is a weekly series. I do it every Sunday. There'll be I'll pop a playlist up if you want to watch all my tweets, and you can go there and just play all if you want. And until next Sunday, later, folks.